Looks like Daddy's going to be cleaning up again today. What do you see, mister? Happy Saturday morning, Johnny. Hi, John. What's going on, bro? That's my doggy. I'm gonna take him around the lake. Look how foggy it is today. Foggy day. I haven't the foggiest idea. Johnny says hi. Taking the dog around the lake, John. My baby around the lake. 6 more days of 4th of July, John. 6 more days. 4th of July is my favorite holiday, my man. My favorite holiday. It ain't like Christmas where you gotta buy presents for everybody and everybody's miserable and has road rage. 4th of July, everybody's happy. It's summertime, barbecues, you light off the fireworks. Or like, what's another lousy holiday? Like, I don't know. Thanksgiving's alright, I guess. You eat dinner. But 4th of July is definitely one of the better holidays. John. I always look forward to 4th of July. I love the fireworks part of it. I love fireworks. Always did. I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. Rockets, firecrackers. They got these real nice cakes you can buy nowadays where you light one fuse and like 100 things go off and within the span of a couple minutes, Johnny. Did you ever get a Dear John letter, John? From one of your old ladies? A Dear John letter? I've gotten Dear John letters when I was sitting in the joint and my girl couldn't wait for me. I get this letter like, well, it's kind of lonely around here and I'm rolling on your ass. See you later. And everybody tells you it's gonna happen. You married? No. Your old lady's gonna leave you. So I got my Dear John letter, John. Several times. Kinda sucks, don't it? But what are you gonna do? Life goes on. I got my doggy. My doggy will never send me a Dear John letter. My doggy's got unconditional love over here. So, got over that heat wave. Now we're back to rain and clouds. How long could this last for? How long could it possibly rain? My job today, I do volunteer work around here. I clean up all the cigarette butts. I make sure the lake is beautiful. And then I go over and take care of my friend's cats. Go over his house. Then I go over his old lady's house and take care of her cats. And I bring my dog with me. My dog sits in the car while I feed the cats. And then when the cats are done eating, I let the dog run around and have a big sniff. And I shouldn't do this, but I give my dog some of the cat food. I give him a little bit. Because cat food, I think it tastes better than dog food. Because he really loves it. This spoiled one here. I just discovered codfish oil is good for your doggy. You spray it on their food or sprinkle a little bit on the food, and it makes their coats beautiful. So, Charlie, it is a nice place, Charles. It's very nice. I'm lucky enough to live here, Charles. I am in the state of Pennsylvania, Charles. Pennsylvania. About an hour and 15-minute ride to New York City. About an hour and a half ride to Philadelphia. About a 2-hour ride to the Ocean Cities and Wildwoods, New Jerseys, and all the shore points. So I'm sandwiched in between. You're from Florida, huh? My friend is from Boynton Beach, Florida. And I went to visit a friend once that lived in Fort Lauderdale. But he moved back around here. I think Florida is a transitional state. I'm not sure if people live there full time. How do you like the heat? Well, Florida doesn't get that hot. It's kind of like a peninsula, kind of. You're surrounded by ocean. So even though it's warm all year round, it never gets crazy hot. Like some of the cities and stuff that we have around here. But I talk to my friend from Boynton Beach almost every day. And he sends me pictures of like palm trees and banana trees, and I'm looking at poison ivy and evergreens. Hello, Jillian. How you doing, sweetie? It's cold out again, Jillian. Cold out again, but it's better than the heat. At least with the heat, you can't do anything about it. You can strip down so much. Wear my tank top and shorts. But at least when it's chilly, you could dress for it. Plus, I'm an exercising person. So I'm warm no matter what. I'm one of the people who are always warm. I get that blood circulating, you know. How's Roni? Want to say hi to Roni? Jillian says hi to Roni, Charlie, and Johnny. I was asking John if he ever had a Dear John letter. You know what kind of letter that is, right? When your old lady splits for no good reason. Say you got to go to summer camp for a couple years and they can't wait. I got a Dear John letter a couple times. But everything's cool now. Everything's perfect. I'm telling Charlie. Charlie lives in Florida, Jillian. And we were discussing how Florida may be warm year-round, but it never gets too hot because it's surrounded by ocean. Dear John, I think Jillian's giving you a Dear John remark, John. And Charlie lives in Florida. And I was telling John how my friend lives in Boynton Beach, Florida. And we talk every day. And he's got banana trees and mango trees, where I have poison ivy and evergreens. And we have, you could have a vegetable garden in the summer, but no mango trees or banana trees. I think bananas are actually bushes. I don't think they're trees. I'm not sure though. Yeah, no, bananas are bushes. And coconuts. Lots of coconuts in Florida. And palm trees. I had an indoor palm tree. I think I killed it. Not on purpose. I just did something wrong. But Florida's a good place to retire. But wait a minute. I'm retired. How come I'm out in Florida? I gotta put these ice cleats on in the wintertime to walk around. Ice cleats. Slipping and sliding. This winter, the snow melted, refroze, melted, refroze. I like how you do that, Jillian, with the Dear John letter. That's pretty cool. So instead of mango trees and banana bushes, Richard's putting on ice cleats and barely walking around the lake without. And before I got the ice cleats, I was slipping and sliding. I should have got ice skates and let the dog pull me around the lake. And when you walk, you hear everything crunch. It's crunch, 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 because it's so cold that everything freezes solid and it's not fluffy snow anymore. It melts and gets all crunchy. So at least them crazy days are over. I think I'm going to take the doggy down the woods today, Jillian. You know that normal spot I normally take him? I haven't been going there lately, but I'm going to take him there today. And I also had the responsibility of feeding my friend's cats today. I fed them last night. And I did a video of it, and one dude left a remark. He said, "Gross. I could smell that place from here." I guess if you clean up after your cats, they don't smell. I only had one cat though. My house never smelled. I made sure that litter box was clean though. But my friend has like 15, 20 cats. But he cleans up after them, and they're mostly outdoor. He lives on a farm. So the cats are outdoors all the time. They rarely come in. And he has it all set up for me. Jillian says, "Wow, the green is so lush." Yes, it is, Jillian. It's very green. Yeah, just a litter box. And I'm gonna feed the cats again today. He's coming back. They went to a family reunion. So I'm in charge of his cats. And they're starting to get used to me because it's not the first time I've done this. The cats are starting to get used to Richard. And they're cool. Some of them, they were kittens a couple months ago, but they're turning into cats now. Full-blown cats. He gets most of them fixed. His mission in life is to take care of cats. And I'm not kidding. That's what he does. He's retired. He's lucky enough to save up a couple bucks throughout his whole life. And he takes care of cats. That's what he does. He loves cats. Loves them all. Only thing when you have a lot of pets, though, there's always one sick one or one dying one. And I wouldn't be able to, if I had like 20 cats like him, eventually, the one's going to get sick and die often. And I couldn't deal with that. That's why I could never be a veterinarian. I do love animals and all that, but I'm not built for the sad part of being a veterinarian. If it was all happy, say you were able to save every animal, yeah, then veterinarians being great. But usually when you're bringing your animal to a veterinarian, there's something wrong with it. And it's usually sad, unfortunately. I guess if you could say, do well, I'd like to do that. Be a veterinarian, huh? Yeah, as long as you could do all the good, fun stuff. I know when I bring my dog to the vet, I'm a basket case. She's not only got to take care of the dog, but she's got to handle me with kid gloves because I'm afraid of anything she's going to say. Oh, your dog has this, your dog has that. Oh, no, not that. Yes. And we got to do this, and oh, no, not that. So, not only does my veterinarian have to treat the dog, he's got to handle me with kid gloves. When she calls me up over the phone, before she says hello, it's the doctor. She says, everything's all right. That's the way she answers the phone, because she knows I'm a nut, and I'm afraid of bad news. So I see the caller ID. I know it's the doctor's office, and I answer. I go, hello, and the veterinarian goes, Mr. Agozzino, everything's all right. Your dog's gonna be all right. Instead of hello. I'm like, what? What's the problem? Well, he's got this, he's got that, but it's treatable. We'll just give him some antibiotics, or you got to put some stuff on his fur. Don't worry, your dog's going to be all right. So my doctor not only's got to be a veterinarian, he's got to be a psychologist to handle people like me. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Jillian says, no, we're still the same remark. So I almost feel sorry for my vet because I drive them crazy. I wouldn't mind being a veterinarian assistant because you don't have to go to school. You don't have to be a doctor for that. It's a little bit dirtier, I suppose. Maybe not. The veterinarian's the one that's got to do all the gross stuff. The assistant just weighs the dog or the cat, takes its temperature, checks its vitals, and does what the doctor tells the assistant to do. So I wouldn't mind being a veterinarian assistant, My vet's only open 4 days a week, so it's not like they have crazy hours. They pick their own hours, the ones around here. I like my vet. It's relatively cheap. My sister's paying arm and a leg for their animals. She lives in Philadelphia. She takes her dogs to the doctor. She walks out. She's got to bring her checkbook, and she's got to write like a $500 check. She has 2 dogs. So I get away with under $100 every time. And so far, I've been lucky. The doctor's been able to handle all my doggies' problems. So I've been lucky so far. It is green around here, though, ain't it? Look how tall that grass is. That grass is at the point where you couldn't hit it with a lawnmower or anything. That grass is 3 feet tall, 2 feet tall. You couldn't use a push mower on that. You would need a riding mower or some sort of weed whacker. When that's new people moved in there. But when the old people were there, they would take care of that lawn, and that was one of the nicest lawns in this place. Because when it's short, it looks good. But how could everything not be green? It's been so rainy. You hear the birds chirping? My dog hears it. This place is alive, man. I'm starting to get used to what type of bugs they are just by the sound and by the way they land on me. The mosquitoes have that real high pitch when they fly past your ear. and the flies just go like bzzz, and they land in your hair. There's so many, they land right on you. I'm getting so used to the insects. I say, F it. They land on me, I let them stay. I don't even swat them away anymore. Fly lands on my nose. I'm talking to you guys live streaming. I leave it there. Lands on my glasses. I'm looking at a fly through my glasses. It looks like a creature from the lagoon. My glasses magnify it. Speaking about lagoons. Yeah. My friend Jillian. Always there. One of my subscribers, you guys. Always there for me. Jillian and Kaylee and Skeleton Boy. You guys are my regulars, man. I could always count on Skeleton Boy. You guys see Jillian as Siobhan. That's that S person, S-I-B. But they're always there for me. And Skeleton Boy and Mopoke's always there. Mopoke used to be Bus Get It. Everybody's changing their handle on me. They're trying to confuse good old Richard. What do you hear, son? You hear that dog bark? Yeah, you hear it? You're looking the wrong direction, mister. You're looking to the left. The dog's over to the right. Nope, dog's over there. You're looking there. Dog's over there. My poor son's confused. Yeah, the green, either side. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's what it's like living. Mopokes. Yeah. We made up. Mopoke and myself. He tuned out of my channel for a short while. But I know what I did wrong, and I was very sorry, and I think he realizes it. So we're cool now. Everything's cool. Everything's great. Here comes a car. I don't recognize this car. It's probably gonna make a turn down the lake. Let me see. No, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I thought it was gonna turn in here toward the lake. Look at all these signs they got. You can't do nothing. They should have a sign, no breathing. All pets off limits. Oh, well. Oh, just to the beach and lake. I was going to say, go pound some sand. I clean that lake every day. My pet better be allowed down there. Park at your own risk, thin ice, no alcoholic beverages. What a bummer. What do you come to a lake for? You come to a lake to drink. Rowboats only, no dumping, private property. Signs, everywhere the signs. Nobody pays attention to them anyway. We got this rent-a-cop here. Nobody pays attention to that guy. He thinks he's a real cop too. Tries to give out tickets. People just tear him up right in front of him. Young guy. He's got a baby face. No wonder nobody pays attention to him. Doesn't even carry a gun. His car's a hunk of junk. He's got his own police logos on it. I know, you see all them signs? So I'm gonna go clean up all the goose poop again. I'm gonna have a half a pot of coffee, and I'm gonna clean up all the goose poop and make the lake nice for everybody. Them geese usually leave after the 4th of July from all the fireworks, because everybody makes a lot of noise and them geese fly the coop. So one more week of cleaning up goose poop. The geese are old enough to fly. Everybody comes down the lake, shoots off their fireworks. You don't see them. You don't have to worry about geese till next year. So half a pot of coffee for Richard, and then Richard's gonna go down and clean up all the goose poop. I'll show you what I mean. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. I'm gonna show you something right now. There's my bucket. There's my rubber glove I put on every day. I hold the bucket with my one hand and I pick up the goose poop with the rubber glove and I get every last one. Cigarette butts, goose poop, anything that's not supposed to be there, Richard gets rid of it. There's my fireworks set up where I mount my fireworks on them sticks. There's one of my mortars to shoot some of my fireworks off. There's my workshop. Somebody just drove by of a mobile, one of them camper recreation vehicles. Somebody gave me some chairs. I got extra chairs now. That's my woodshed. There's my bicycle. There's my kayak. There's my car. There's my doghouse. It doesn't fit the dog. There's my front door. All right, Richard's going to go. It's always nice